Welcome. We'll be starting soon. 5 minutes.
Very well. That's good. How are you? Yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to, I don't have a seat for everybody, so if you'd like to take a seat, you're very welcome to help yourself. Probably over here, maybe over here
We're just about to start.
Would anybody like a seat? Please help yourself. There's a few smaller seats at the back.
Let me get into this.
You can get around here if you like.
Well, I wasn't until like yesterday. To Latrobe. Yeah.
Okay, welcome everybody. I'm holding the microphone because we're doing a live stream as well. Yeah. So we can watch this later, the replay if we want to. So welcome everybody. My name's Leanne Peters. My husband Corey couldn't be here today, but we both welcome you to our Harmony on High Street gallery here in Campbelltown. Thank you for joining us today for this striking selection of high-quality watercoloured artworks by Latrobe artist Pam Lockwood. If you haven't seen the exhibition yet, it's just in the back room in what we call the Focus Gallery. So this exhibition, past and present, features a great variety from landscapes and nocturne scenes to floral and abstract pieces. It is always a delight to hang a new exhibition in our Focus Gallery and bring something fresh and new into this whole space. Pam's work has excited our gallery. It's very exciting. I find the works captivating and they offer an impressive variety of softness and boldness. Pam is clearly an experienced artist who knows what she's doing. My personal favourite piece is the Lightning Strike #1, which is the larger of the two lightning pieces in there. The lighting and the mood in this piece intrigues me. Before we hear from the lady herself, Pam, we have a great honour of listening to one of Pam's dearest long-time friends and the highly acclaimed Hobart watercolour artist, Catherine Cooper. Catherine's doing wardrobe at the moment. So I'd like to welcome Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome again.
Oh, sorry, I'm holding it for you. I can hold it.
Great.
You'd ignore me.
Well, you're here. I can't even, that'd be rude.
Please ignore me.
Congratulations, Pam, and I wish everyone good afternoon again, and welcome to the opening of Past and Present, a solo exhibition of work spanning over 8 years. Prints and cards by my good friend and artist, Pam Lockwood. Thank you, Leanne and Corey, for hosting the exhibition today, and congratulations for your gallery vision, creating Harmony on High Street, which I think now features over 30 Tasmanian artists.
Yes, yeah.
Pam and I grew up on King Island. We've been friends since primary school, and we were incredibly fortunate to experience the freedom of island life playing in the world's greatest backyard. Many adventures were had during our time there, and I could elaborate on some of them. I'd rather you didn't. But today is not that day. Mind you, for a nominal fee. Pam's passion for art was nurtured from a very young age. Her first mentor, and teacher was her gentle English grandmother, Ethel Thornycroft. A talented artist specialising in traditional watercolour landscapes, Pam's artistic abilities continued to develop through her school years, particularly under the guidance of her high school art teacher, Tasmanian artist and Archibald winner, Jeff Dyer. Pam has studied with Tasmanian artist Tony Smybert and Western Australian artist David Giles. She's a member of the Launceston Art Society and Northwest Art Circle, and prior to Craig and Pam relocating to Tassie, Pam was a member and treasurer of the Watercolour Society of WA and has been awarded a fellowship of that society. She was a member of the David Giles Freedom School of Painting, member and treasurer of the Alfred Cove Art Society and Arts Place. Pam's highly acclaimed first exhibition was held in 2008. Since then, she has held numerous solo and group exhibitions and continues to exhibit in both Western Australia and Tasmania. Her works have been purchased nationally and internationally. Over the years, there's been a significant shift within Pam's art practice, and I've observed an evolution of her core visual language, at times swapping literal forms for emotional expression, trading gentle diluted washes of colour for bold saturated fields, working with both acrylic and watercolour. Making such significant and successful changes to your art practice is a pretty courageous step for an artist. For those who may be unaware, Pam is also an art tutor. She has previously held workshops in WA at the Crowded Lounge in Latrobe, and now at her own residence in Latrobe. Pam creates many of her abstracts in watercolour using Yupo paper. And I would just like to mention, I attended one of Pam's classes, working with Yupo paper in Western Australia. And as we're all prone to do in a class, regardless of how grown up we think we are, we sort of look around, don't we, like that, have a bit of a look over there. And everyone else's work and subject matter was brilliant, which is testament to both the students and the tutor. However, my chosen subject matter, it resembled one of those large, shapeless, gelatinous masses you sometimes find on a long beach walk, the cross between alien and jellyfish. It was just dreadful. So even though Pam is indeed an excellent tutor, she couldn't help me on this occasion, unfortunately. So I am indeed in awe of anything you do on Yupo paper and anyone else who can. In closing, delighted to welcome you all to explore Pam's body of work and her latest exhibition, Past and Present. And I encourage you to take your time, engage with the art, and have a chat with Pam this afternoon. Thank you. Thanks, Catherine.
Okay, I think Pam wants to say a few words.
I'm going to hold it. I would like to thank everyone for coming today. It's a wonderful turnout. I'm absolutely amazed that you all took the time out of your day, because it's not just a short 10-minute drive that you've come. So especially for people like Vaughan and Carol that have come from Ansons Bay, and Jenny from Grindelwald, and Michael and Karen from Hobart, Kathy of course from Hobart, and others from all over the state. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy looking at my artwork as much as I've enjoyed creating it. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I've got a few questions so we can pick Pam's brain. First of all, would you like to tell us a bit about this piece behind us? It's called East Coast Tasmania. What inspired this piece, and is there any part of the process you'd like to share?
Yeah, well, this
Yes.
This is probably one of my older works, but I was right into doing colourful skies at the time, and obviously that's not the real colour of the sea, but it's what I wanted to portray. I'm not much good at saying things about my work, so...
So did you do all of this in one sitting, or...?
I think I did. I do most of my... The only time I don't do it in one sitting really is when I'm working on Yupo paper, and you have to let it dry, and it's hard to use a blow dryer on the Yupo paper, so I'll leave it overnight and go back and put in details. Or if you have a look at the Cradle Mountain one that was in the last exhibition you had here that's on the wall, that was poured, so that's another thing that I went through a stage of doing, where you mask part of the painting, pour a colour on, take some of the masking off, pour another colour on, and then it's just the final details that you use any brushwork on. So that's an interesting way of doing things as well. But yeah, generally I know that I work very quickly because I'm always having to stop and wait when I'm teaching, because I want to keep going, and my students are often still working on their piece, and I have to remind myself to stop and let them get through their bit before I keep going. But yeah, I do know when I've been to other workshops of other artists, like one of my favourite artists in Latrobe, Sandy Michelle, I've been to several of her workshops as well, and I'm always the first one back up there to get on with the next part. So I do work quickly.
Yeah. So can you tell us about the Yupo paper that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a plastic paper. So obviously it needs to dry, and when you've finished the painting you must always spray it with a matte finish, because if you don't and someone buys your painting, it's behind glass, so therefore if they're in a warm spot or there's a bit of moisture coming down, then what can happen is the whole painting can run off the paper, so to speak. So the first time I ever sold one, I didn't know you had to do that, so I hadn't sprayed it. And someone said to me after, I said, oh, you know, I sold one of my Yupos. She said, did you spray it? I thought, what for? And she said, well, Pam explained to me. So fortunately it was a son of a friend of ours, so I was able to go and rescue it, bring it back, take it out of the frame, spray it, put it back in, because goodness knows what would have happened. But yeah, you learn all these things along the way, excuse me. Yeah, so that's a learning curve, and just working with Yupo is, as Kathy said, it is quite a learning curve. You have to know what the paint and the paper will do to be able to make a successful painting. Very hard to do a traditional landscape on Yupo paper. I have done one, which is sold, but that took me a long time to do, because you're doing it little bit by little bit, not quite flowing in the way that I would normally do a watercolour.
And can you layer up once it's dry.
Yes, once
Yeah.
it's dry, but if you re-wet that area, then that paint will loosen. So you've got to be very careful and know how to do it without it running into the other colour, etc. So it is quite different, totally different actually to working on normal watercolour paper. My first experience was, I don't like this, and I gave my paper away. And it was several years later after I'd watched a DVD of an American artist. I thought, that's how you do it. So, and it lends itself, I think, to abstract, because if you want to take a piece out, you just wet it and take it out, and it goes back to the white of the paper, unless it's a staining colour, and then you might have a little bit of a residual.
So I think you've got a couple of Yupo.
In there, yes.
Like the big abstract, the blue.
Yes, the blue one
yeah.
of King Island, that's...
and I think I've written
paper.
on, all the labels have the paper
Yes.
that you've used.
Yep. So another one, I think there might be.
Yeah, there's a couple, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the big one in the black frame. That's that's one of my favourite things to do on Yupo paper, looking into a galaxy sort of, and that one actually won an award in WA. So that's me.
So another question I've got is, why watercolour? Is watercolour your main preference?
Well, a story behind that too. When we were at school, I did oil painting when I left school, because that was sort of what you did. And then I gave it away, found boys and a husband and other things. And when my mum died, I felt a void, so I sort of wanted to take something back up. And we didn't have a lot of money at the time, and I thought, watercolour's got to be a lot cheaper than doing oils and acrylic. Wrong. At least with acrylic or oils, you can do it on a canvas, don't like it, paint over it, and you don't have to buy another canvas. But I got very well hooked on it. My grandmother was a watercolourist, and she had actually had a chance to go to the Academy of Art in London, and back in the day her father said, ladies don't do that, they get married and have children, so she never had the opportunity, unfortunately. But I've also got an auntie on King Island who is a very good artist, Barbara Day, and my nephew's daughter in WA, I had an exhibition with her. She does wonderful portraits, and I don't know if anyone here, you probably don't know Charles Reed, but he's an American watercolourist and does a lot of dribbles and things through his portraits, and her work, to me, is not unlike that. Unfortunately, she doesn't paint anymore, but she might when she gets older.
She might,
Has more sense.
Yeah, thank you, Pam. Are there any questions from anyone out there that you'd like to know about Pam or the way she works or anything?
Most of them know me.
Most of them, they know you. Well, thank you, Pam.
All of them know me. I hired some friends.
You didn't hide questions. We had one artist, and are there any questions? And I think almost everyone had a question. I think they were planted questions. So on Saturday the 20th and Sunday the 21st of this month, Pam is hosting 2 workshops here, one on landscapes and one floral one. So if you're interested, just let Pam know. And if you're interested in any of Pam's works that are on exhibition, let me know, please. Please stay around, browse further, chat with Pam. We'll have some refreshments, lots of food here very soon.
Lunch, but that's okay.
Squeeze some cheese in. The exhibition, Pam's exhibition, is open every day 9 till 4 until Wednesday the 1st of July. So if you want to let any family or friends know, that will be wonderful. So I want to thank you all so much for coming out to Campbelltown today. Thanks to everyone who's watching online, and thank you, Catherine, for your thoughtful words. And Pam, congratulations on your exhibition and bringing your exhibition and your works together.
And I just have one more thing before we're finished here. Kathy, I'd just like to thank Kathy for coming up from Hobart and telling lies about me. Thank you. No, they come later.
Beautiful. Thanks and congratulations, Pam. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. You've got some congratulations on here for your exhibition. Thank you. I will share a video in a few days too of the exhibition itself. Thank you.